Hello. How are you this evening? I know this isn't my normal time to come on, but I was sitting around creating some things for my adult kids for Easter, and I thought, well, you know what? Why don't I just share with you guys what I have going on? Um, No face to you today. I've had a really bad lupus week. It's not why there's been videos this week because I've not felt well. So just showing hands today, and I'm going to show you how I made some cute baskets for my adult kids. And this is what they look like. So I'm going to do 2 baskets with you, and then I'm also going to do a little treat bag also. So let's get started. All right, so the stamp set that I used is Welcome Easter. Now this one is retired, and this is the only stamp set that I have, but we have other stamp sets that are adorable, and our new catalog, oh my goodness, I don't have it with me right now, or I would show you the front of it. I can't show you the inside, but we got some great things coming up and some great things to look forward to. And these baskets, even though I'm going to be using them for Easter, you could definitely use them for like a baby shower or as a treat gift of any sort. And we have so many neat stamp sets. So even though I'm using it for Easter, you'll be able to use it for multiple different things. So let's get started. So the first thing that I have is a piece of paper, and I've got all my sheets here. A piece of paper. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer real quick. 8.5 by 11, and I am just going to go ahead and cut this piece of paper at 8.5 by 8.5. So it's 8.5 by 8.5. It's a square. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score it at 2.5 all the way around on all 4 sides. So we'll score it there. We'll flip it, rotate it once, and score it there on all the sides. And these aren't very big bags or little baskets. They're nice and small, but they are perfect for my adult kids just to say Happy Easter and I love you. Okay, so we are going to grab our paper snips, and I'm going to put on my glasses real quick because I can't see without them. But we're just going to come up here on these scored lines, and I don't know if you can see them very well, but we're just going to go on 2 sides, and we are going to just trim up on these scored lines. So one right there, one right here. Oh, cut straight, Lori. And then we're going to flip it to the other side, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to cut up to the line and cut up to the line, just like that. All right, then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to fold on my score lines, just like this, all the way around. And then I'm going to grab my Stampin Seal or my adhesive, and I'm going to put one side away from me and one side towards me, and this side's going to come up, and we're just going to put adhesive right here and right here. So let's do that real quick. Adhesive here. Oh, look, I'm so bad about that. I need my silicone mat, that way I don't mess up anything. And then I'm going to take my 2 sides, and I'm going to just bring them in together like this. And there's not any rhyme or reason to it. I'm just going to try to make them look even. And then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm just going to press on the inside and seal it down. So let's go ahead and do that on the other side. Fold that in, and we'll pop that here, and we'll pop it there just like that. We'll bring this together like this and press it down. Now, my leftover paper, so we got our basket made, right? That's our basket. So my leftover paper, I had this little sheet right here. And to make the handle on the basket, I just cut it at 1 inch. So just cut it at 1 inch, just like that. Pretty easy. Then I came back and just put adhesive just right here on the same side. Come on, don't get stuck on me. Sometimes this gets clogged up, so come on. Here we go. Right here and right here. And then I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to put it right here where they come together. And press that down so it seals down. And then come down and I'll do the same thing on this side. Just press it down just like that. And there you go. I have my little basket. So the way that I'm going to decorate this basket is for my girls. So I took the Happy Easter from the Welcome Easter, and I stamped it on a piece of just white cardstock. And I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to put some adhesive here on the back. And then I'm just coming down here to where it's a straight edge, putting about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Now, you can either do this with your scissors or you can do it with your paper trimmer. I'm going to do it with my paper trimmer because I'm not that good at it. So I'm going to hold it down, and then I'm just going to cut it that way. And then I'll set this aside. And I'm just using the same piece of 8.5 by 11, so you don't have to waste any paper. And again, going that way. And I have my Happy Easter, and it is matted on a piece of the Purple Posy paper that I am using. This is one of the end colors that are getting ready to go out because we are getting new end colors coming in. So I'm excited about that. All right. Then I'm using my Daisy stamps. They are staying in the new catalog, which is awesome. So if you have not gotten these, you need to get them because they are incredible. So basically what I did is I took a piece of basic white cardstock, popped this in here, and punched, and there you go. I got my Daisy. I did that, a large one twice, and then I came in and I used my little one, and I punched that, and so now we can put the Daisy together. But before I do that, I'm going to grab my bone folder, and here are all my little daisies. Let me show you how I did this. I just took my bone folder, and I just very lightly curled the edges of my daisy. And the harder that you push on the cardstock and the bone folder, the more that they will curl up. So just remember that when you're putting your daisy together, if you decide to do that. Just the harder you push on it, the harder that it will, or the more it will curl. And also you don't want to do it very hard because you definitely don't want your little daisy leaf to actually rip off, which it definitely could do that if you did it too hard. So I'm just lightly going here. And then I'm going to come in with my dimensionals, and I'll put them over here. So let's grab those. And I'm going to grab some minis while I have it also. And I'm just going to put this together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grab a dimensional, put it right here in the middle, and pop that off. Then I want to take this and I'm going to go in between so that it makes a full daisy. See, just like that, a full daisy. And then I'm going to take my small one, and I am going to use a mini dimensional on this one because it's tiny. And I am going to bring in my little one, and again, I'm going to rotate it so that it's going in between the petals, just like that. And I think for this one, got it off a little bit. So the other one, I used this 1/2" punch, and I put a center in the Purple Cozy. I did it like this. But we don't sell this 1/2" punch anymore. So that's what I did. I just put a little purple right there in the center. But you could, and we definitely do sell this still, you could do a diamond. You could do, how about this? Let's do some of these. These are, oh, actually these are blue. Well, no, these are kind of purpley. Let's do this one. Let me grab my take pick tool here. We'll grab this out, and we'll pop this out, and we'll just put that right in the center, just like that. And so then you have a sweet little daisy. And then what I did is I came on the back of this and popped 3 dimensionals along the back, like that. Oops, just like that. And I put it down here at the bottom, and I didn't press because I wanted to make sure everything was where it was supposed to be. I'll flip this over and pop one of the dimensionals here, and just make sure everything's where I want it to be, and it is. So then I'm just going to press down just like that. So that's what my basket looks like. So then the other thing I did is I took some ribbon, and this is the Gorgeous Grape ribbon, and I just came in and, make sure I'm in the screen, I just did 2 loops, popped it around, came around, just like that. And then I made a bow, and I'm not very good at these, but it does take practice. So just keep pulling and tightening and pulling and tightening, and you'll get a bow. You'll get a pretty, pretty bow. And as I'm doing this, I'm squeezing down here in the middle so that my bow doesn't come completely apart. Just like this. And I'm notorious for wasting bows because I'm not very good at it. But, so that's what the bow looks like. And then I'll come in here and I'll just cut these on an angle to have pretty edges for my ribbon. And then I will take a glue dot and, where's my end? Put it right here on the back of my ribbon, just like that. And stick it above my daisy, just like that. And I have a cute little basket, right? Isn't that adorable? Then, what I did is I went and got some paper grass, little shredded grass. And I'll pop that in my little bag, just like that. And the girls, they got the strawberry whip and a Reese's, and then a gift card. And then let me show you what I created after that. All right, so the next thing I did is I came in with a piece of designer series paper, and I decided, since this was a daisy basket, I was going to use this paper. This is the Ornate Garden paper. I believe it is on our retired list right now. So if that is something that you want, you might want to take a look at my retired list at my Stampin' Up store, LoriJohnson1.stampinup.net, and check out our retired list going on right now. All right, so let me pop that off. So to make the little treat bag to go inside the box too, and I'll show you how I did it here in a second. Pull my arm back out, and I'm going to go 8.5. And then I'm going to go 5.5. Just like that. And then on this short side where I'm already at, I'm going to use my paper trimmer and I'm going to move this over to 2. And I'm going to just go up with 2. Now, when you're using the Designer Series paper, be careful not to press too hard on your score because it will actually rip the paper, so just be careful. So then I'm going to rotate my paper to the long side, and I'm going to use my score at 2, and I'm going to do it at 4, and I'm going to do it at 6, 6, and then I'm going to do it at 8. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use my paper snips, and on this side where it's very short, it's the side that we did the 8 on, I'm going to come up and I'm going to trim up to the score line right here, and then I'm going to go at a diagonal just like that. Then I'm going to come up here to the top and there's another score line right here. I'm just going to cut at a diagonal to that. Then we're going to come and we're just going to fold on that score line. Then we'll come over here and we will cut up to that score line right there. And we'll come up right there. And one last time, we'll come up to right there. Then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to fold my paper all in those score lines. Just like that. And then we'll fold this way, and this way, and this way. All right, so grab out my silicone mat. And before I do that, I want to show you something real quick. Let me grab, let's just do Purple Posy because that's what this basket is out of. This Designer Series paper, watch this. If I want to, I can go in here and actually color this Designer Series paper. Isn't that neat? And I can go in here and I can color as many flowers. I can use any of my Stampin' Blends I want. And I can do dark ones and I can do light ones. And go all the way around, just like that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And then it'll actually match my basket. Okay, I'll finish that up later, but I want to finish showing you this. Okay, so on this tab right here, on the side that's out, all right, I've already misplaced it. We're gonna come in, and I am gonna use my Stampin' Seal, and I'm gonna go down the side, and I'll push it in like this. And then I'm going to bring this side, and it literally matches up perfectly right there. All right? Then I'll take this tag right here. There's one right here. And I'm just going to put some adhesive right here. And then I'm going to pop it up to a box. And this one that I put adhesive is going to go on the bottom. And then I'm going to fold one in. Just like that. And then I'm going to come in here and put adhesive right here. And I don't think you need to put all this adhesive if you don't want to, but I found that my boxes stuck down better if I did that. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I have my little box just like this. Just a little box. And see, here are my colors that I did. All right. So then I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to take my fingers in the side, and I'm going to push in, and I'm going to push to the center, just like that. Then I'm just going to grab a paper punch, a whole bunch, and I'm going to just pop a little hole in there, just like that. Then I'm going to grab some ribbon that I used right there. some of my leftover ribbon, and I'm just going to pull my ribbon through just like that. Okay, before I do that though, I'm going to add just a little bit of some jelly beans. And I have 2 different kinds, just like that. I don't know if you can see in there, but my little jelly beans are in there. And then I'm going to press this down and pull this. And then I'll go ahead and tie it just like this. And of course this ribbon is tiny, tiny, and my hands do not work well on tiny, tiny. And you know what? For the sake of time, I'm just going to do just a little knot because my hands are not doing good. All right, just like that. And then I have this cute little treat bag that has jelly beans in it, and I set it right in here in my box. And I have a cute little Easter basket for my grown children that has just a couple little candies, a little Happy Easter, and a little gift card. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please put them down below. If you are on YouTube and you hit like or subscribe, I would appreciate it. You can get updates on when I will be posting more videos. And that's all I have for this night. You guys have a wonderful Easter weekend, and I'll talk to you later.